Hello everybody and welcome back to the breach. Oops, sorry about that. That was a bit loud. But yeah, welcome back to the breach. Like I said last time, we're going to be playing as the hazardous mechs. Don't mind the coins or anything. I just had a couple of embarrassing recording sessions that yeah, they were not good. We're going to go ahead and start as the hazardous mechs, and we're going to be starting a brand new Abe character to go with them. The reason why is because these guys are legitimately incredibly difficult to play, and without, you know, spoiling anything, it's going to be very good for them to have Abe as their time traveler. With that said, let's get this party started. We're looking for any island number of victories. We'll probably go for 2 for this time. Maybe hopefully keep things a little bit faster. Now, we would like to have a lot of lightweight units, not a lot of HP on the field, ideally speaking. This one seems to be almost perfect, except for the extra HP scion. That bothers me. This island seems perfect to start, so let's go here. The reason why is because the hazardous mechs deal damage to themselves, a lot of damage to themselves, and the only way for them to live is to get kills in the process. To help with that, we have our nanomech here, which actually gives acid, which is really, really awesome. We just have to be careful on how we use it. Now, since it's our first real, mission right now, we want to go for as much corporate rep as possible, and the best way to do it is that we're going to end up doing both of these missions, straight up. Defending the train might be a bit difficult, but I think we'll start with this one regardless, just so we can get it out of the way. An Alpha Hornet. Well, that's a jerk move to be pulling on me right at the beginning. I have an inexperienced triple pilot setup, and this is what you give me? You, sir, are an ass. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and leave everybody like this here. The idea being that we should be able to set up a couple of situations where the Fireflies aren't where they, won't be able to go where they want to go. So that's a good start. That's a problem. That's a big problem. Except for he's missing. Never mind, not as much of a problem. So, we have a couple of different things that we could do here. My primary thinking right now is that I want to make sure that everybody stays alive. So to do that, I can move you here. Actually, undo the move. I should probably explain how this group works first. So our first mech here, our Leaper, he can jump onto a square and then he deals damage to everything around him, but then he takes 1 damage himself. Because Abe's piloting it, the damage that he would deal to himself is actually reduced. So he doesn't need to actually deal damage to himself, which makes him great for setting up combos with our tank. The unstable mech, or our tank, has a cannon that deals a staggeringly large amount of damage, but it also damages himself. We need to be careful when we use this guy, because he can kill himself in 1 turn very fast. Finally, you have the nanomech. The nanomech can push people around, but whenever he shoots the push people around button, acid happens. And that means that we can do double damage to these guys that normally deal damage to themselves, and then when they get a kill, thanks again to our nanomech, they'll actually get heals from it. Some pretty cool stuff. So, our priorities are to kill him and to kill him. This Alpha Firefly is not a priority right now. Honestly, the easiest kill we can do, although we want to undo that move, the easiest kill we can do is to shoot our unstable mech like so. Now, because it does 2 damage, it killed the guy, he healed, and the unstable cannon actually pushed him back onto the space there. So that's all really good stuff, but yeah, we just need to be careful. The other thing we can do is we can move our acid mech over here. Is that what we want to do? I think that our best bet actually is to push this guy onto this square over here. But then we burn ourselves, don't we? You know, it might be worth our time to I'm trying to think about how to do this one. I want to use the acid mech productively here. Like, in a sense where we deal double damage with it on a character that matters. Because we need to kill this guy. Like, that just has to happen. Here's an idea, actually. We can acid him, jump over here, land this. So we get the kill on that guy. Now this Hornet mech is hitting. This Hornet is hitting nothing. We've got him alone for a full turn because we're blocking these 2 spawns, and our train gets to survive this turn. Okay, good start. I'm actually really happy with myself. That was not something I initially would have thought of. These guys are tricky. So it's incredibly difficult to make sure that we're hitting the right people at the right times with certain things. Here, another perfect example. You could easily say, oh, we'll just go over here, acid mech him, and then, you know, blast him with the tank. It's easier said than done a lot of the time, but in this case, we actually do have a line. So we're going to push him back. He's now acided. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to shoot backwards. Yep, get the kill. Now that puts our dude at very low HP, but we're still alive. As for our hazardous mech here, I'm going to go ahead and just have him repair himself. So that way he's still alive. And that does everything for our turn this turn. Fine. We've got 3 more dudes spawning this turn. Now, they're all low HP, so we should be able to kill all 3, or at least protect everything that we need to. But I'm a little worried. We do need to kill all 3 to do this. Okay. Here's our first beat. So we're going to use our leap mech to jump over here and kill this guy. That makes sense to me. The reason why is because once he's dead, we only have to deal with these 2, and I know exactly how to deal with these 2. Yeah, this is solved. This is solved. Kill him. Get your HP back. You move over here. Shoot him from a distance. Kill him. Thanks to the nanomachines, he stays alive. Finally, because the acid cannon actually has a push him into the drink. Alright, very successful first round. That's awesome. That's amazingly good stuff for us. Okay, I'm actually worried, if you're wondering why I'm so excited about this. Like, I'm very worried about this group. This group of units is difficult to work with, and although you don't need Abe to get them to work the way that you want, it is very, very helpful to have him. We'll have a similar situation in the next episode when we go for the Frozen Titans, because those guys, whoo boy. Defend the satellite launches. I'd rather, I don't know. Let's go for the historic county for now and see what happens next. Getting some extra power, getting maybe some extra experience on some people here would be nice. So, I think that the one thing I need to be sure of is that we kill this leaper if he lands here. We need to make sure that we've got a tank in the way of that. I'd also like to keep my acid mech a little further back than everybody else. That way he can maneuver into a position where he can acid somebody and then the tank can move in front of him to kill afterwards. Like, keeping the acid mech in the back is very, very important. So, where's this first guy go? He's dead. That was easy. Thank you, Earth, for having the best, you know, environmental hazards in the game. That's a dirty move. Okay. So, the reason why this is a dirty move is because our tank can't shoot him without damaging the power plant. Small problem, that. We can do this, though. Which then gives our leap mech an option to do some stuff, and our tank mech an option to do some stuff. So I'm going to get my tank mech to shoot backwards, kill him, drown him. I'm going to do that just for the experience, really. Right. We'll take damage. You know what? I think in this particular case, it's worth it. Just to get the kill. But a small problem. We're going to have to make sure that our nanomech gets a kill soon. Which with all this water shouldn't be impossible. So we got a flying Scion, we got a Hornet, and we got a Leaper. Okay. Scion's not going to die because he's flying. The Hornet isn't going to die because he's flying. And the Leaper. Leaper goes straight for the building. Okay, so you see that the lack of flying is causing the abundance of flying is causing some issues. So we can kill this Leaper in another way. We can actually just shove him off, which is hugely tempting. And then that way he blocks a spawn. That makes sense to me. Now, we need to protect this power plant. We can do so very easily by cannon launching like this. The unstable mech does end up having to, like, just take a nap for a second, but it's probably fine. I think for my final one, we can do 2 things here. We can get a kill, but I almost don't want to get a kill because he's blocking it for free, right? I think that'd be better for us to actually just deal damage to this dude. So I'm going to move back, then I'm going to leap forward and deal 1 damage to this Scion. Now, we're going to have to find a way to kill him next turn. But we don't have to worry about this Leaper anymore. He's going to block a spawn for us, which is hugely handy. And kills him, which is important. 2 more flyers. Right when I wanted this acid mech to get a kill. You are being jerks. You're attacking a mech who does not want to... Okay. That does not bother me. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to move up here. I think the easiest thing to do is to just shove these guys out of the way like this. Thanks to that kill that we got, he gets his HP back, which is very nice. You're now attacking nothing. It's not that you're attacking nothing, but... You know what? Heck it. Just get the easy kill. We're not going to kill all of them, unfortunately, but we're at least getting some easy experience on some people. And honestly, our mech can just repair herself. So he took 0 grid damage, we protected the coal plant, perfect mission. As you'd expect for a first island, honestly, and especially on, like, Old Earth. The Old Earth island is probably my favorite one, just because of how, like, nice the environmental factors are. Usually. This time it wasn't perfect, we did have to, like, you know, the Alpha Scarab got killed thanks to water, but we couldn't really kill anything else. So Antiquity Row, kill at least 7 enemies to protect the generator. That's pretty easy for a perfect island, and it does get us up to higher power grid levels. But right now, corporate rep is probably more important. I think that... Ooh, that's a toughie. But I think we can do this. Let's go ahead and try to end the battle with less than 4 mech damage and protect the clinic. Thanks to the fact that we heal up and we don't have a ton of high HP units anyway, this ought to be okay. Oh, he's got to move it for a second there. I thought that said 4 HP. I'm like, that's not right. Okay, so we got 2 HP units, one of which is a Scion. Okay, we're protecting the clinic. The clinic cannot be attacked, except for by this guy in the back. We do have a time pod. Okay, so time pods are especially difficult for this group just because of... oh, you jerk. Just because of the fact that we deal damage on the squares that we're on. That causes problems. Now, what doesn't cause us problems right now is the fact that we can get an easy double kill here. So, I think that we're going to do that. Because if we don't, we're going to have a bad time. It'd be easier just to take this guy and leap him, wouldn't it? Leap him right here, knocks the other guy into the drink. Sets up a good block. Now, I could secure the time pod. And I think that that's worth all the time I've got. Now, I don't want to shoot this guy because the acid cannon has actually got enough force on it that I would, you know, not do very well by it. I'm going to go ahead and leave an acid pool here just in case if somebody shows up to attack my science mech. But if I tried to shoot him with our acid cannon launcher majigget, it would have, yeah, it would have been bad. Oh, you don't even know, man. Okay, so here's an interesting conundrum. What do you do with a drunken sailor? More importantly, how do we kill this guy? And honestly, we got an easy way to do it. We're gonna start off by killing off the Scion. We don't have to worry about him anymore. And then honestly, we can just use our science mech to push him off. So now he's attacking nothing. But that's not good enough. Not by a long shot. Now he's dead. Now, he's not blocking this turn, which is kind of what I was aiming for, but he is dead. Hopefully they don't spawn another Leaper. They spawned another Leaper. Okay, if the Leaper just stays and attacks my Leap Mech in the water, I'm going to be a little bit mad. Leaper, where are you going? Okay. Interesting situation. But one that actually has a very easy solution. If we jump forward, we get a triple kill. That was easy. Using our unstable mech, we'll go ahead and continue to cover off this side of the world. We're totally fine. Finally, I think that we're going to go ahead and start this guy off on the wrong foot. Just shoot an acid pile right over that spawning point. Okay, you're attacking where? And the Leaper. The Leaper's the one that got acided. That's so bad. Okay. Here's an idea. Leap like this. He's now on fire. Not that it matters, because now they're both going to die. And then that's it. We don't need to do anything else. We've killed everybody. Thorough is about right. Thorough is about as correct as I could possibly manage. So, we got through that one. So far, perfect score. We got a time pod. Please give me a reactor core. Oh, and auto shields. Not awful, but certainly not very good. I think that there's two ways we can go about doing this. We can either practically guarantee that Big B gets a kill every single time he shoots, therefore guaranteeing that he stays alive. Or we start looking towards seeing if we can't keep our HP like, you know, really, really high with tons and tons of heals. I think early game, it's better to get the extra damage. So right now, Big B is dealing himself 2 damage. 2! Every time that he gets a shot off. It's a little bit problematic. I'm not going to lie to you. And since this is passive, we might as well equip it. But what we're trying to do here is we're going to attempt to get a kill whenever possible with Big B and set up with our Leap Mech and our Nano Mech as often as possible. Archivist. This should, quote, be doable. But we're so close to a perfect island. Let's take a look. It's a little tricky. Honestly, I'm not sure we can do this one. I want the corporate rep, but I definitely want the perfect island more. So we're going to go for Antiquity Row here. The mines effectively mean that these guys are going to just have a very bad time trying to deal with anything. I'm going to set up my Leap Mech here. There's no way that they can attack him. And that's a good thing. I think it would be great if I could set up a Hornet attack right about... Oof, I have no idea where he would want to go. You know what? I'll set up my combo right here, as is. So that way if the Hornet gets any place where I can get a line of sight on both my Science Mech and my big guy, we can shoot him down in one shot. And we can hope that at least one of these guys lands on a mine. Okay, that was easy. That was similarly easy. Oh, you dare. Alright, we've got some pretty easy moves to make here. First and foremost, easiest move to make in the world. Just take this guy, leap him across the map. And that's a dead Scion. Now you only have 2 HP. Science Mech. Or Tank Mech. How do we want to do this? Honestly, if we... we could get him to block a spawn for us and get acid, but I think it'd be better for him to just die. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move... well, honestly, I shouldn't overthink this. This is just as good a move as any other. So we'll kill him. We'll get 1 HP back, but now every other shot we make with this guy has to get a kill, or else, you know, we lose it. I don't really want to block a spawn with this character, so instead I'll just do my best to acid up the field a little bit. Hopefully they make a mistake somewhere. It would have been better to shoot it here now that I think about it. That was a dumb decision. Please move on to some bad squares. That's not a bad square. That's also not a bad square. That's also not a bad square. Okay. So, things I want to do include killing this guy, but it's not going to be easy to do as is. Abe's got the easiest turn so far. Gets a heal, gets a block, manages to get rid of a mine, but overall that's fine. This is tough. Because I want to get rid of him. And the tank doesn't really have a good shot on anybody right now. I mean, he does. He does, actually. He does have a good shot. And it's a little bit tough to nail it that way. Okay, hold on. No, that doesn't work. So what I'm trying to do right now is see if I can't figure out a way to get a double kill with these two, but it's not very possible. The best thing to do, I think, would be to, let's see, can our tank wrap around? Our tank can wrap around, but will kill himself in the process off of this mine. So our tank has to attack our main dude from here. Will not get a kill in the process, so we can't do that then. There's just too many mines. So I think the only thing we can do is use the Science Mech to shove him out of the way, and then get our dude to go over here, block, and repair. There's really no other choice, unfortunately. So this Alpha Scarab gets to live for another turn, but we are blocking 2 spawns. If we can continue this idea of blocking spawns all the time, then there's a very high chance we'll actually be able to get through the rest of this mission, no problem. Okay, so Science Mech just got another easy kill. And I kind of want to give it to the Science Mech. There we go. Which just leaves you. Again, I think we just do this. Because now you're blocking a spawn for us, and you don't take it, you don't deal us any damage. Bigby, you could get a kill here, but it's better to, like, I think it's actually better to block the spawn right now. We've already killed 7 enemies, so we don't need to worry about, you know, the people coming up. We're only gonna have to deal with 2 more people anyhow. Like, what I'm trying to say is, every time that you block a unit, you can't kill it, right? So, the fact that we've already killed the 7 that we need for the mission, totally fine. I forgot about that mission, actually. Oh, good for you. Alright, so that's a problem. That's not as much of a problem. So, you are an issue in a big, big, big way, because the only person who can attack you is our jump mech, and our jump mech might get killed in the process. The other way of doing this would be to take our tank mech to do this, which does work. It just feels a bit inefficient, but okay, fine. So we're going to do it. Which, thanks to nanobots, we're still alive. If we do this, then where can our other mech attack from? This is not a good situation. I want to perfect this mission. I really, really do. Okay, undo both those moves. So unfortunately, I think positioning just wasn't on our side here. Let's try resetting the turn here for a second and see if there isn't another way. Okay, Leaper. He can get shoved out of the way by other means. I can kill him using our leap mech here, but that will deal damage to the building. I really wish this wouldn't shove right now. Because what's going to happen is we shove and then it... Damn it. I've got an idea. Oh boy, I've got an idea. Watch this. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to move here. And can you still move in the line of fire? Or do you have to do... You have to do it first. I think you have to do it first. Just when I thought I had it. There is another way to do this. We move here. Weirdly enough, we do this. Actually, hold on. Undo move. Does that work? I think we have to... This is ultimately the most confused I've ever been. If I leap here, it pushes him back. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to push him back 2 squares here so that way we can get a double kill with our tank. But, because of the stupid push on this stupid thing, there's no way to do that without getting ourselves killed. Screw it. We're going to lose 1 power grid anyway. We might as well get a kill for it. Sorry about that, team. So, as far as I'm concerned, we knew that that was going to happen. Kind of sucks. But we protected everything as best as we could. So, you know what? We did what we got close. It's just, our positioning was just a little bit off on that last one. So, not the greatest, but it'll have to do. We still have a perfect island in the sense that we got all the mission objectives, so that's good. Now, our primary deal is to kill this Scion Abomination as fast as humanly possible. It is unbelievably scary. In terms of what I feel like it can pull off. Explode on death. It's the exploding on death part that really stinks, because despite what we would like to do, we would like to live. And dying in the process is not a part of my itinerary. So what are we going to do? I think that we're going to set up very clustered. In the hope that we can deal with whatever option, like whatever comes our way. Okay, that's a problem. That is similarly a massive problem. We might have to ignore the Scion Abomination for the first turn. I kind of hate that. Okay, no wait. I mean, you're out of the way and you're acided for a further turn, which is great. You get this kill, which is amazing. But it blows up the building. Yeah, okay, so this is why we need to reset. So... the fact that this guy blows up is causing me the most issues. Here, for now, why don't we just push him off with a little bit of acid? That will kill him. If I leap here, it only does 1 damage to each. Okay, so you're dealt with. That's fine. I would really, really like to find another way to do damage to most of you all at once. But I feel like I've already messed up badly. We can't shoot him back the way he went. Okay, here's an idea. It's not going to matter what damage I deal, because he's just going to heal it all up. We really do have to focus on this Scion in a big way. So we're going to go ahead and do this. It's going to at least shove him off. But more importantly, it's going to deal this guy enough damage that he's very close to dying. Now, our mech is very close to dying as well, but the hope here is that despite the fact that he gets all of his HP back, he doesn't worry about damage in the first place. This guy's now close enough to actually dying that we can kill him next turn. And that's important. Okay, so the Scion's moved all the way over there. Leaper is moving over there and is now attacking my tank. That's a problem. You're now attacking there, and you're now attacking my Leap mech. This has turned very sour very fast. Okay, so if we acid mech here, you now are free to attack whoever you like. You could, in fact, get a double kill. Now, I realize what this guy currently is about to do, and I kind of hate it, but I'd rather lose the power grid than lose my tank. So we're still alive with our tank here. They only get 1 spawn this turn, which is nice. And we're going to lose 2 power grid, but I think that that's okay for the final mission. For now, oh, for this final mission on the island anyway. Yeah, I thought that might happen. Here's the issue. Now that we still have this, like, super scarab here, we need to find a way to kill him. And him. And him! They're all attacking buildings I don't want them to attack. This is very disappointing. Okay. So if I do this... he's now attacking him. Who goes first? You do. So you're gonna die before he gets a chance to do anything. You're the person I need to kill next. Absolutely do that. Then I think we get our elite mech over here and just repair. So this ended up being a nice turn for us, because now this scarab's going to attack his buddy and kill him before he has a chance to attack our building. And they get 2 more people. We can probably deal with this now. Like, now I think we've got this under control. Just took a few turns to do it, that's all. Yeah, okay, you're not attacking anything important anyway. I think priority goes to trying to get a kill on this guy, because he's worth a lot. The problem is that I'm not sure how we're going to do that. Right as it stands. Oh, wait, no, this is how. He's already acided it up. We don't need to acid him again. In that light, get murdered, and you get off my building. Okay, great. No problem. We managed to save a decent amount of people. Just the last mission ended up being a bit of a problem on that front. That's fine. That's okay. No big deal. We still got our perfect island, and that's the important part. as far as I'm concerned. +3 grid defense. Oh my god, I thought that when we got a new Abe, they'd want to be nice with us. They were not. Harold Schmidt is effectively worth 2 more corporate rep, as far as I can tell. Just because pushing adjacent tiles when repairing is not perfect, but it is an added functionality that we could use, so I'll grab it for now. It would be legitimately more important to have than having nothing, so we'll go with that for now. Is this going to be a thing that happens very often? Maybe not, but it gives our science mech here at least a chance to do something different. So, let's spend some rep. We've got about 9. 9, you say, says I. Don't mind if I do. Now, I realize that there are probably some really good weapons in here somewhere. I'm sure they're great. But, like... reactor cores. And lots of them. Why? Because I'm about to make sure that everybody heals for 2 all the time. That seems like a good plan. The other idea is that we just make our tank do 4 damage and kills him, like, you know, 4 damage to an enemy and 2 damage to himself, which effectively allows him to kill whoever he wants, whenever he wants. Yeah, that's actually entirely the right idea. This unstable mech is going to be absolutely balls nasty now. So I'm hoping that that ends up being the case and that we do really, really well on our next island. Speaking of which, we want on an island with not a lot of HP, primarily, or at least, you know, something that we can get our blast mech to kill people instantly with. The spider leader is a problem, but isn't as big a problem as I would think, I think most people would think, just because there's so many ways for our mechs to deal damage to multiple areas, or to leap out of webs, or to just push themselves out of webs. So there are options. It's the blast scion that bothers me the most about this, and the fact that scorpions exist. But, like, they're all bad? Like, they're all not very good? You know what? No, detritus, I think, honestly, is better here. Now, in the last episode, some people were like, there's, like, this square there, this glowy thing. You should probably, you know, take a look at that. And I'm like, you know, that makes some sense. So I took a look. There was indeed a glowy, like, dot off of a broken mountain. If we get to a point where we break open some mountains, I'm going to go ahead and keep an eye out for that glowy spark thing, because apparently that's a secret of some kind, and I would like to have that under my belt. Thank you. So this guy can leap wherever he wants. I'd like him to not be able to leap directly onto my acid tank. Speaking of tanks and acid, let's go ahead and put those 2 right there. So we have to kill at least 4 enemies with acid. This should be easy to do. Okay, you're attacking straight ahead. You're attacking my coal plant. You've leapt there and have decided to attack my leaper. And you're there. Okay. Huh. So honestly, despite the fact that I want to kill him first, it's not the right choice. And our leaper's kind of tied up at the moment. Unless if I come from behind and, like, do this to him, and then, yeah, no, I think our leaper is tied up at the moment. He has to deal with this guy here. So we only really have 3 units to work with. This acid doesn't push, so that's worth keeping in mind. I don't think there's a way we can get this guy off of the base. Like, we deployed literally as close as we could, and there's no way to do it. I guess we kind of lost the deployment, honestly. So we're not going to be able to protect the coal plant. That's just frustrating. How could I... 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we need to liberate our dude somehow to be able to stop that from happening. So how about I acid you up? I got a terrible idea. It's a terrible idea, right? You have 5 HP. That is quite a lot of HP, if I'm being completely honest. We don't get any kills. We lose a bunch of HP for that. 1, 2, 3. We still don't get a kill there either. Hold on, reset the turn. I have another idea. I know we're doing this early, but this is like the first time that we've had to deal with something this ridiculous. If we move here and acid him instead, then we move this guy over here, shove him off. He's acided, unfortunately. We can instant kill him. Which is kind of great. The problem here is that they're attacking our power plant from both sides, and I can't really stop it either way. So I have to choose. Do I take the damage and block a spawn and let the coal plant go down? Or do I attack this guy and let them spawn a new dude and also attack the coal plant? This is honestly the better move out of the two to make. So I'm going to go ahead and repair then to get rid of the acid on me. But, yeah, coal plant goes down. That's disappointing. We lost on, like, development. That sucks. Like, just deployment cost us. If only that leaper hadn't leapt to where he did, we would have been fine. Okay, fine, whatever. So, we have the ability to acid up 2 people a turn. This... Oh, he's not attacking anybody of interest. Alright, so, how do we do this one? I suggest we do this. With that in mind, we can move this guy back here. And we can't shove with him like that. So how about we get our leap mech to go around the side. You come around here. Leap mech goes, wah! Kills everything. No. The fact that you are just in the worst place possible. Look, we already have an acid tank of our own. I don't think we need to worry about the acid tank that we have there. So if the acid tank that we have there just dies, I won't be too upset. Let's have you miss. Why do I keep doing moves that are bad for me? We're gonna lose more power grid if I do this? I am just not happy with myself. Okay, look, we're doing this. I need to think ahead for the near future because this is getting ridiculous. You're currently very killable. And I'd like to do that, but then it's going to hurt my science mech. I kind of hate this. You're not killable at all right now, and you're about to deal me 1 damage. Look, get the kill. Deal with less crap next turn and have a good time. I'm disappointed. I have played this incredibly badly from start to finish. I need to start thinking ahead and doing the proper moves because this is not a tenable situation. Alright. We've got a couple of easy fixes here. You're already dead, really, if I just shoot you, but I need to kill you as well. I can get a kill onto the scarab guy there, so I don't have to worry about that guy anymore. That does not worry me as a result. Okay, next up. You're very low, and you need to be shoved out of the way. Well, guess what? I've got a double feature for both of you. And you get out of the way and attack nothing of use. So we managed to kill enough acid-infected enemies. That's fine. But I'm disappointed. We lost a lot of power grid and our chance at a perfect island all in one, like all in the first turn, really. Alright, we still have another mission left to go. And now they're all healthy as well. Leapers attacking that building. Okay. So, honestly, this isn't a terrible situation. We should be able to kill at least one guy here, or at least shove them off of each other. The thing I was worried about, which is them all being super armored and healthy, has come to pass. And that's not a thrilling time for me. But we'll have to make do. You go elsewhere. I think that our tank here can do a good enough job of just killing him that it doesn't really matter. And this gives our elite mech a chance to do some extra damage. So, yeah, we got close to doing some pretty cool stuff here, but we did really badly overall. That was a terrible mission and really badly played. We need to be far more vigilant in the future about how we go about making our turns happen. And about deployment. Like deployment is what screwed us on that mission, so, like, at the beginning. And it tilted me so hard that I couldn't make a good shot of things afterwards. So, these are high threat level missions. It would be nice if maybe we had a few more, like, useful abilities on our guys. +1 mech move on our tank is really good, but let's do something relatively good for our power grid next and hope that it works out. So we need to defend both power plants. Fine. This leaper can move a total of 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. He will not land on acid and he will attack here. Because he will attack there, I would like to put my leaper here. This beetle can be easily killed just by, like, one normal shot from our cannon, but, we should be fine. So, as predicted, there's the leaper. Now, what about you two jokers? You're attacking there, okay? And you're attacking there. Okay. No. Think first. So, if we get our tank to just shoot this guy, he's dead. Fine. We get our leaper to move here and shoot him. That's fine. But can our science mech move the other one off? Yes, he can. So, we're going to go and move this guy over here. Get our a tank mech to just go boom. That guy's dead. Fantastic. Leaper kills the other leaper. And then finally, Herald. Herald can go ahead and shove him onto some acid. So next turn, he can be killed very easily. I think the next thing that we need to do as far as, like, reactor cores go, make sure that our leaper's dealing more damage. Because right now, we're not dealing enough with the 2 units that deal damage to make it a good time. Now, that both of you are acided. So that's very good. I think that if we move our science mech to the side for now... Like, okay, let's think about what we want to do this turn. We can get our tank mech to absolutely demolish this Alpha Firefly. It's already acided up. I would like to move my guy out of the way enough that we can just stay alive and also acid up one of these piles here. That would be ideal. I also want to kill this guy. So, as far as the first turn goes, we can't do that. Drat. So you're only dealing 2 right now. If only you dealt 1 more damage. Alright, this Scion is a problem. A massive problem. It is causing so many issues, I don't even know where to start. And I can't attack it here. Unless if I use my tank, but my tank has to attack this Alpha Firefly if I want to get the kill there, which I do. So, how do I want to do this? The other option is that I leap like this, but I do so after I've gotten the kill? No, that'll kill my own tank as well. How far can this tank move? Not far enough. Here, I got another idea. How about this turn? We kill off this Firefly instead. We shove this Scion in the way of his friend. And then we do as much damage as we possibly can to this Firefly. Alright, I don't see any glowy sparkles in there. No special effects, so there's nothing there. That's fine. This, I think, was the best turn we could imagine for ourselves. Because we got rid of the Scion. But now we have 4 Vec that we need to deal with this turn. One of which should be easy and is not doing anything important. You're just attacking straight ahead. Okay, fine. You're now acided and you're attacking each other. The Leaper is the problem now. The Leaper can be dealt with relatively simply, it seems. It seems like these 2 Fireflies are going to attack and kill each other, really. Or they might as well. So if we get our Leaper to move here, it'll get the kill. Then we move here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This should work. If I acid him, he's now attacking nothing of importance, but I still want to kill him. So I'm going to do that. And everything's full of acid now. Like, just, there's nothing alive that isn't, like, acided up. So the Alpha Firefly survives and kills his own Firefly friend in one shot. That's great. And now we get 2 more dudes that show up. 2 Scarabs, of all things. The Scarabs should be easy to deal with, so long as they don't attack things I don't want them to. And they are, which is nice. That's not going to deal enough damage. I would like to get some acid done on at least one of these jokers. How do we want to do this? Okay, look, honestly, if we leap right here and here, they both miss, right? That's just a given at this point. But I'd like to do as much damage as possible. So if you do this, they end up getting hurt pretty badly. That's nice. Ideally, I'd like to acid one of them this way, so they take more damage, but there's no... actually, you know what? There is a reason to do this. Because now if my leap mech just can't do that. You can't do that, my dude. The leap mech will hit my own building because of the leap function on it. Ah, it's so lame. Okay. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to completely ignore this Scarab and go after the other one, killing it and hurting our science mech, but otherwise we'll be fine. So, all of our mechs are heavily damaged, but that's par for the course with these guys. More importantly, we won, which got us the 2 power grid that we need in order to stay alive. So far, so good. This could have gone a lot worse. It could have been the last mission, right? Alright, now I really do want to go to the disposal site C right now, just because of, well, I mean, we could use it at the rate this is going. I kind of hate that you have +3 grid defense right now. That makes me mad. If we successfully deal with disposal site C, which thanks to the fact that it's got a disposal unit is very highly probable, then we'll get that extra power core that we're looking for. So they have 3 alphas. What the hell? I think that for deployment purposes, this works fine. Leaper. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Leaper can leap anywhere he wants to, but this way, at the very least, he's a little bit more easy to deal with. What's going to be problematic is keeping our power grid up and running with our disposal unit. Honestly, I think this is the right idea. We'll get the disposal unit to attack anybody, to destroy anybody that comes from the right side here. But past that, leave that pot alone, you sons of bitches. I knew this would happen. I knew this would happen. With that said, though, and I thought that might happen. Alright, so here's the trick. We're actually in a situation right now where ideally I wish I could have done something else. But this here is really way too good to pass up. The other option is doing this, but that gets rid of our time pod, which I really can't afford. So why don't we start off with a really strong play from the disposal unit? It's just the right move to do. I'm positive it is. Or is it? Like, there's no way to get rid of this Leaper easily, is there? Like... This tank also can't just shoot this guy off. He can shoot the other way, though. Is there a way... So now you're going to deal me 2 damage. But honestly, we were expecting that anyway. So we've gotten the time pod. We've blocked this guy off. That's fine. I still think that one of our best bets is to move out of the way, acid him up for next turn, shoot backwards and get the experience for it, and then use the disposal unit to get rid of the other 2. Okay. So the other level up, what did that do for us? 2 mech HP? Oh, that's so good. Okay, this mech is now going to be permanently piloted by Big B. There's nothing else we want to do. So we've managed to stop the damage on this turn, and we are going to take take a lot of damage in return, but we should be okay. The trick here is that we need to remember to destroy all the mountains here, and that shouldn't be too hard. Like right now, this is a perfect situation already for our disposal unit to get like 2 out of the mountains, 3 of the mountains actually. I'm actually super tempted to do that. That's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to start off by just getting rid of all 3 mountains. And the beetle. Alright, and Harold Schmidt got a level up. +1 mech move. That's actually really handy. This is getting a little absurd, isn't it? Everything's full of acid now. No matter which way we do it, our tank still ends up in full acid mode. So, get the kill. Unless if you can get the kill. It only requires 2 HP. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Leap across the map and get the kill? Yes, please. Then you get the shove. And then, is there any way to set things up in such a way that I can get a free acid pile on somebody? The answer is not really. Honestly, I would have loved to have done something, but there's so many acid piles everywhere right now that it makes it a bit difficult. What I would like to do now is see if we can't set it up so that way there's a couple of units next to this little grouping here. But they're going to move before that happens, guaranteed. Oh, and you're attacking a building from the other side. That's so rude. Can we deal with that guy from the other side? The answer is yes. Actually, quite easily. So... ooh, this is weird. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ah. Oh, wait, no, this isn't weird at all. Shove him here. Use this guy to, blow up the rest of the mountains. Perfect. Get Abe to launch himself across the entire map to attack this guy and shove him out of the way. And then you get Big B to shoot off this dude. So, they're going to have 2 spawns, both of which are acid, full of acid. And then a third guy who's been up here the whole time. We've managed to accomplish disposing of all the mountains. Admittedly, I don't see any sparkles. It seems that they've all been turned to acid. But this should be fine. I get the distinct feeling these guys don't understand who they're messing with. You get to just leap across and kill him. Which is just a straight up heal. You get to just blast him and live. And then you... I mean, you might as well. And because I can, more acid. Easy, easy mission. Well done. Go me. Pat on the back. We got through that one easily enough thanks to the disposal unit and a lot of really good, like, triple kill moments. Honestly, out of all the hard missions in the game, that one's the easiest, I think. Oh, we got a new Ralph Carlson. Who comes with 2 mech HP. Continue. So, the good news is that we've got effectively another pilot here, which is a good, like, already has a good start to everything going on. And if we really wanted to, we could level him up some more, in case if we... well, badly needed it. But Ralph Carlson's not exactly your pitch-perfect kind of guy to have in this situation. Also, 1 damage, please. What we would want to do, really, with him, is sell him off for corporate rep at the end of all this. And let's see. We still have a power... oh, we still have another reactor core. Right. I think we're going to go ahead and start installing reactor cores on our nanomech, so that way we get +2 heal. Reason being, that way our big tank mech, if he gets a kill, can actually keep his HP where it's supposed to be, and if we get kills with our elite mech, it does just an awesome amount more damage. I mean, either that or we just give it to Abe, and then at the end of the thing, we give him more damage just straight up, and then our acid mech, effectively, they just have to get kills every single time. Yeah, that sounds worse and worse every time I say it, honestly. But, that's what we're gonna do. To start off with, though, more movement. Now, we need power grid pretty much more than anything else. Blocking the Vec from spawning 3 times might be a bit difficult, though. We're not going to get the perfect island, so we might as well shoot for the stars. Let's see what we can do. We just need to block the Vec from spawning 3 times. How hard could it be? Now, my issue here is that this mission setup is really gross. We need to make sure we keep these guys away from these in-between areas, which unfortunately we haven't managed to do entirely because of reasons. But it would be nice to do that if at all possible. Now, I think that we have the option of doing some nasty stuff here, because we can do this, then get our elite mech to jump in and completely screw up everything they were doing and get himself a triple kill. Oh boy! We might as well sit here and just repair then. That was fantastic. So that's 1 blocked. Done. Leaper. Did you have to do it that way? You were an actual garbage can of a thing. You know that, right? Okay, honestly, best bet. Hold on, undo. Best bet, you move here, blast him. And honestly, instead of blocking a spawn, you sit here, shoot that, you can just repair. That's our 3 spawns for the match. And this guy's full of acid, so he should be an easy kill. Actually, both of them should be now. That's just 1 tank shot away, and the Leaper's gonna go where? Of course he's gonna go there. Where else would he go? Granted, it's not as big a problem as it looks. Thankfully. You can go from the side, attack him, kill him. Now, I can't effectively block that spot anymore if I take this shot, because I won't have the HP to do so. So, we're going to have a lot of spawns next turn. I will block one of them, though, and acid up the other square. So this could have been worse, but we're already on a razor's edge here. As we always are with these mechs. That's what makes the hazardous mechs so interesting. They're always on the edge of dying. It's just a matter of figuring out how do you get them to stop dying. I've got an idea. It's not a good idea. Because I need to shove him out of the way, right? I also need to shove him out of the way. And this is the last turn. So we effectively just need to survive. Shove him out of the way. He's not attacking anything important. Except that's now a problem. Reset the turn. Okay, look. I know the one move I definitely want to make is to get our unstable mech to blast this guy for 8 damage. He's dead now. We just need to stop him from doing anything. I am entirely unsure as to how we're gonna do that. Who's got the repair heal? Who's got Schmidt in the? You've got Schmidt. You're the Schmitty. Okay, so if you're Schmidt, you can go here, repair to push. Leap. And it's beautiful. Now, we didn't get a kill off of that, but, you know, it's fine, because what's going to happen is that this Firefly is going to kill that Firefly, and we got as many kills as we possibly could on this mission. That was great. That was really good. I'm glad that we took the time to think that last turn through. That was pretty sweet. Alright, final mission. So we're not getting a perfect island, but hey, we're going to do okay here, I think. We just need to make sure that this beetle does what he's supposed to do. So he's only able to move 3. 1, 2, 3. He could attack either side here. So we need to be ready to deal with either side. I think that this works. Because we have so many long... Like, we can attack from across the map with every single one of our guys. There we go. Okay, so that's where you're going. You're going straight... Oh, come on. That is some nasty garbage. Alright, how much HP do you have? A lot. Especially because of this Joker. So... One problem here that I'm seeing is that we can't shove anyone anywhere. At all. Okay, I want to see something. That does get the kill. That is insane. That was a lot of damage. Alright, and we're not going to get the kill here, but we will shove you out of the way, and that's probably more important. Alright, so we don't take any damage on the first turn. Great. The boss is already dead. That's huge. Now, we do need to kill this Scion, and we are on the wrong side of the map to deal with any threats that pop up over here right now. Oh, you're attacking corporate directly, are you? And the beetle just stayed... No, the Scion just stayed where he was? The Scion just stayed where he was. And this beetle's attacking straight ahead. Okay. How much HP do you have? 3? I can get a double kill at the cost of 1 power grid. Think carefully. We need to kill this guy, and we want to kill this guy. We have the ability to do both. Almost. But not quite. Our tank mech can't quite move fast enough to attack anything else. Except for this guy, except for these two here. We can't shove him out of the way. The best we could do is block his attack. And at the cost of our science mech, that doesn't seem very reasonable. There's no real other way for us to deal with that guy, was there? Because he was here. Yeah, I don't think there's another way to deal with this guy. Or wait, was there? Hold on, reset the turn. I got an idea. So he's there, right? If we take our leap mech and shove him across the entire gap, that will get a kill, which keeps him alive. And damages the Scion enough that we're okay. Now the problem is this beetle over here. You know what? I think we were going to lose 1 power grid anyway, but at least this way... Or were we? Yeah, we're still losing the power grid here. Well, we tried. Yeah. Oh, the resist! Oh, the resist! Oh, that is so good. We were going to lose the power grid anyway, but this way we got rid of the more tanky units, and there's only this one guy with 1 HP left. We also got rid of the Scion. That was a much better play this time around. Alright, so what are you attacking this time? You've soaked up the acid, no less. You have not, though. Don't move next to your friend. Okay, so far, so good. Here's what I'd like to do. That seems easy enough. We can actually... Oh, hold on. Undo move. Because this is a cool double play right now. Double kill. It's so good. Alright, now you're about to take like or deal me a bunch of damage. If I shoot like this, it'll acid up the mountain. Not doing what I want it to do. Honestly, Abe, I think you just need to repair for a turn, my dude. Although this is the second last turn, so whatever we can block here is huge. Yeah, we're just gonna let this guy charge through. It's fine. It's the second last turn. All we'll have to deal with is a beetle on our next turn. And we should have the ability to do so. Which we do. He's dead. He had no chance at this point. He moved exactly the wrong way. He's done. Alright, well that was fantastic. We had to sacrifice a little bit of population score, but overall, or at least we almost did, but thanks to some good resilience rolls, 18%, you know, we did okay. So let's spend some rep. Ralph Carlson, as much as I love his ability here, it's not as important as armored. The HP is going to have to go, so that puts us at 9. 9 is enough to get us more damage, or better yet, the ability to heal better off of kills. And I like that idea. The other idea, though, is to pick up this burst laser. Because we've got a prime class, mech, don't we? Yeah, our elite mech. Giving him a laser would be huge. Because then that means we can just deal damage. I really like this idea. Wait, rock launcher. What? That's a thing? That is so funny. He just like chunks a rock at people. Okay, well I don't think we're going to be able to use the rock launcher very well. And the Janus cannon is also a bit of a weird one to use here. But this burst beam is a perfect idea. So let's go for that. Sell Ralph. Grab 2 reactor cores. And we'll see what we spend that last rep on. But I think we should be okay. One of the reactor cores has to go here. And honestly, if we install another one and make it ally immune, that would be ideal. So now we've got 1 corporate rep left. Let's spend some rep. And specifically, do we want to have a Janus cannon on the one person who, at the moment, doesn't need it or want it? Not really. So I think we're going to buy a little bit more power grid here, which feels bad, but what else are you going to do? And leave the island. Now we've got 2 islands under our belt. I would like to just win. So let's go for the final mission right now. We have a great situation with this laser setup. We have the ability to leap, deal damage that way as well. Like, we've got options. I'm going to try to bait the leaper with the scorpions here. And the reason why is because... And by the leaper, I mean the scorpion. I'm going to try... What I'm trying to say is I'm going to use my leaper, there we go, to bait the scorpions. That's good. Now, what's the third step? So that we can leap over them, out of the web, and deal damage at the same time. Great. Now, the tricky part here is that deployment is strange because you don't know where the power grid stuff is until you're in the mission already. So we'll have to see whether or not we got unlucky. Honestly, that's a pretty sweet roll. Now, they are going to affect all of our mechs. Almost. Everything except the leaper. Firefly's attacking straight ahead. Okay, that rock guy is probably just going to get his kills. How do we want to do this? We can't actually stop him. I don't think. So how do I want to do this? If I leap right now, I will do some damage. But it won't be nearly enough to really get some easy kills. If I shove you here... Hold on, undo move. What are our priorities? Right now, this boss is not our priority, despite the fact that he's the boss and he's scary. This guy's a priority, this guy's a priority, and this guy, unfortunately, I don't think we can deal with and is only dealing 1 damage to our power grid anyway, so we can't really worry about him either. Since you're flying, you can sit here and not worry about this and acid him easily. But the problem with that is that we're not going to kill him this turn, it seems like. The only way to stop this guy is to acid him, then tank shot him. Remember that you also have a burst laser now? Okay, we have a burst laser. That's worth remembering. Does that do anything neat? No, because it'll still hit the building. Okay, I think first easy move, we can do this. You're acided, you're shooting your boss for 3. That's great. You keep doing that thing that you do. I honestly think like we can just shoot this guy like this. I'd like to give him the kill if at all possible, though. And this will do it for us. Here, undo both those moves. Laser him from a distance. Then you get to just cannon him to death. Alright. I think that was the best possible first turn we could have had there. But now our units are in a really bad position in terms of dealing with the, the threats that are coming. So, Hornet attacks nothing. Firefly attacks the Hornet, dealing 3 damage. And then we've got this guy who deals 1 power grid damage. But it's now shielded, so we don't have to worry about that happening to that building a second time. Now, here's where things get shitty. They spawned a Scorpion in exactly the wrong spot. Problem. Also a problem. Definitely also a problem. That's the biggest problem. Okay. Honestly, this does so much for us, it's not even funny. How do we do this? Like, you're gonna die, I get the feeling. New move. If I go here, and I leap like this, that gets us a kill and makes the other one miss. I like that idea. This at least puts some damage down. Oh, right. That's why you didn't want to do it, because it was at least protecting the thing. Ah! Go back in time. Alright, so I still think that our first idea here was a great 2-for-1. That was awesome. Next. We can't really afford to have this guy stay alive, so we're going to kill him. We're not standing on any environmental hazards this time, are we? No? Okay, good. I have to be really careful about that because this last mission has killed me because of that on occasion. So if we acid him up, I'll make it more difficult for him to be alive next turn, and we're only spawning 2 people next turn anyway. We're going to have to be careful. I think we've got this mission in the bag, but we do need to be exceptionally careful that we don't lose more power grid than we can afford. Like, we already lost 1. We're not going to lose the second one thanks to the shield that we popped up thanks to our passive here, which is very, very lucky. But the digger is an issue for us. Okay, they got a blobber. That's a very annoying, change to things. Also, I can't help but notice that the lava has not done anything helpful for us. Okay, you've webbed up my leap, but that does not bother me. And there's a blobber there to kill off my dude. That actually doesn't bother me all that much. What does bother me is this scorpion. I think we can deal with it, though. I mean, if we do this, we do a couple of different things. We'll get rid of the blob, and we'll shove him out of the way. So that's all good. We'll also block a spawn, which is also good. We'll also get out of the way of the scorpion, which is also good. Yeah. Now I'm starting to see a connection here. If we take this and shove him like this, he'll die, which is kind of great. Is there any place else I can go? No, because of the way that the water works. Alright, so how about we do this kill? I think that makes perfect sense. You're not attacking anything important. This does an interesting 2-for-1, and now that you're missing, we're blocking, and these two are going to attack each other. And by attack each other, I mean, you're just going to attack him for us. Except for you can't, because that's not how you work, because you're a blobber, you fool. It does not matter. Look, we still managed to get pretty far along. There's 4 people here. A bunch of them are either badly hurt or are very weak. We should be able to get through this first part of the mission easily enough. But I do feel like there are a great number of Vec that have spawned, and I'm having a hard time dealing with them all right now. This is not like when we did with the Whippy Boys. With the Whippy Boys, this was easy. Okay, now you're attacking there again. You're already dead, but the problem is that you're webbed my dude, and I can't really let that stand. Aye. Okay, so honestly, our Leaper has, like, one good choice. Since you're already dead, honestly, this is a good choice as well. Then use the Leaper to jump over here, getting yourself a kill, at least. Okay, good stuff. Now, this Blobber's going to go off and still hurt everybody. But at this point, honestly, I don't know what else to do. I think we've honestly done what we can. The Blobber will go off and will cause problems. This Scorpion will not attack my science vessel because of the environment. We will lose one more power grid. But we might also get some damage. Yeah, look at that. And then the Blobber goes off. Yeah, the resist. That was so perfect. Oh, that was so good. Oh, the resist. Just the crowning achievement of shit-eating grin. Oh, that was beautiful. Alright, so we got another boss hornet, then an alpha hornet, then a normal scarab, and an alpha beetle, or is that a normal beetle? I don't know which. It's one of the two. Either way, it's an interesting grid layout. I'm not thrilled. So the first one, I believe, is just random rocks fall on the group. Yep, random rocks fall in the group. Now, if everyone could just stay exactly where they are. No? Okay. Oh my god. Ah! Y'all are being such a bunch of such a bunch of douches. Alright, so we need to prioritize killing these two off, because otherwise we lose. You're attacking a power grid from super far away. If I'm being honest, this 2-for-1 seems more than reasonable. Like, way more than reasonable. I think that... Oh, wait, we can't do it because that's where the environment... Oh. It looked so good, and then it was so bad. So it's not a 2-for-1 after all. Look, no lie, tank just gets a kill. That doesn't seem so bad. We can push him out of the way. And then we lose one power grid to leap him into here. Ideally, I would like to also land some of my guys on a spawn before we call this a thing, because if we can do that, then the next turn when the tentacles spawn, we'll be much better off. So, shove him out of the way. You unfortunately need to go here to be able to do this. And then, for the sake of, well, like, we can afford to make this loss. We're going to lose one power grid to this beetle, and that's not a big deal. What I'm really hoping is that, thanks to Tentacles next turn, we'll be able to get some neat kills with the Leaper, just by leaping someplace and murdering people as a result. Metals only weigh 1 down. Wow, it's unfortunate that you think that way. It'd be nice if you took more pride in yourself and in your work. So, lost some power grid, as expected. We've now got an alpha crab, and tentacles are spawning underneath our dudes. That's pretty much exactly what we wanted. You've attacked in a weird spot, and I kind of hate it. But you are full of acid, and that makes me a happy boy. Oh, good lord. Okay, there is simply no way to stop them from doing another power grid damage this turn. We can, however, shove him into the drink, getting us a kill and giving him more HP, which is very handy. Move over here and instantly kill the Alpha Hornet, which is really good plan, because then we don't have to worry about him anymore. Because these other two jokers are actually really easy to deal with by comparison. I think we just leap directly and do this. So the issue right now is that we're going to be dealing with 3 people pretty much from across the map. And we've lost another power grid. We're getting dangerously close to losing this. But again, I think that this is better than anything else. On top of that, thanks to the extra shields, at least if they're attacking this building again, we don't have to worry about it. So rocks falling on the party all here. Do not stand in those squares there. Oh, good lord. I hate this so much. There is no easy way to stop us from taking damage this turn. Hold on, undo move. I got an idea. What would happen if we did this, shot backwards, which knocks us out of the, you know, out of that problem. Then we move here and shoot him into that guy. And then we shoot this guy off and kill him. Okay, good turn, honestly. And we're not going to lose our tank. Rock's going to fall in the party pretty much everywhere else around him. That must have been scary. I imagine that if I was in that tank, I would have just shat my pants. Okay, so now they've got all those tentacle lines. Nowhere useful, unfortunately. Hornet's attacking attacking my science vessel, of all things. You're attacking there. Alright, how do we do this? This is the last turn. Do not be fooled. Easy kill. Makes me a happy boy. Hold on, undo that move. We want to acid this guy. And yeah, this works. Because we're going to push him off. And then we're going to launch ourselves at him and kill him. Okay, so we won. That was really good. For a 2-island victory with a grouping of units that's fundamentally difficult to play, we did all right. We only lost, like, what? On the beginning of the second island, we had that one really bad mission, but overall, not bad. Our war's not yet won. Keep traveling, keep fighting. Absolutely, my dudes. See you later, Big B. Big B was the best tank driver I could have asked for. Like, more HP, more move. Like, it was perfect. This means that we get to win. Now, with that said, the last time I tried the hazardous mechs, I lost terribly. There was a turn where we got completely overwhelmed and we died. But this time it worked out to be a lot better than that. So I figured out the trick really is just to do more damage and play a little bit closer to the wire. You don't want to go for the extra heal early game because, I mean, you only need the 1 HP to survive. So we got +1 mech move over here. I don't think we're bringing... I don't think that bringing Abe with us again is going to be ideal for us right now. And bringing Harold Schmidt, I think, makes more sense than bringing Big B, just because of the extra, like, pushing adjacent tiles while repairing would allow him to be a good science mech operator. But that doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. What I'm going to do next... what we're going to do next time are the Frozen Titans. Now, the Frozen Titans, you might notice I've got all the achievements for already. I have done a mission with them. The problem is that you don't want to know. Look, point is, I'm scared about the last mission now, and every time I play this game because of what happened when I played the Frozen Titans. It was not good. But, yeah, that's what we're going to do next time. These guys are a lot of fun. We're going to probably start up a new time traveler, i.e. Bethany Jones, and you'll understand why when we get there. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope you folks are enjoying yourselves. If you are, be sure to let me know. Hit the like button down below, and if you want to see some more, subscribe for some more videos. And, you know, there's that bell for notifications. But, yeah, that's it from me. I'll see you folks next time.